So we're coming down the hill here into Seaton Sluice. I can see the speed limit's changing to 30. They were almost at 30. I'm checking behind. The van's got a little bit close behind me now. I don't think he was convinced I was going to slow down. So I did most of it with engine braking. We've got some vehicles stationary in the road ahead, so I'm checking the mirrors. Off the gas, I'm taking a little bit of speed off. The sign for the roundabout there, I'm going to take the second exit into the car park there, and we're going to plan to drive head first into a parking bay when we get there, but it's second exit at the roundabout. So looking ahead, the road gets wider, so I'm going to move over to the left, checking my mirrors, and then beginning to have a look to the right. So it's a fair swing to the left here, so I'm following that with the steering wheel, so we're pointing the car to the left as we enter. We'll keep on the left side. Check the centre left mirror, signal down for left. And then as we come around the roundabout, having a look to the left around the corner. So this is quite a narrow road. I can already see a vehicle coming up the ramp, so I'm just going to pause as he's fairly central position. And there's another vehicle coming from my left. I'm just pausing here and waiting for them to come around the bend. And that one's definitely in the middle of the road. I'm going to do my best to stay sort of positioned to the left as I come round. There's almost space to pass another vehicle, but most people would try not to share it. And the vehicle in front there is doing the same thing. They're definitely holding back for me to come down, give them a wave and say thank you. So we're looking for a bay to drive head first into. So I'm going to make it simple for myself. I'm going to choose a bay further down the car park, keep my eyes moving, so I can see a space on my right just between the two white cars there. So I'm going to give a signal to let the other learner car know what I'm doing. So I'm just choosing my space carefully, looking for my point of turn, white line roughly in the middle of the door, quick check over the shoulder, and then we'll swing it round. Just keeping my eyes moving, watching for the lines moving across the end of the bonnet. A little bit of a correction, and then gentle stop just as we come to the end of the parking space. There we go, into park. So we know we've finished the manoeuvre. So then we're planning to move out of the parking space. So we'll get the car prepared, and then we'll have a look all the way around. So somebody's sitting in the car next to me, the learner's still parking over there on the left. And the radars tell me there's a vehicle coming in from my right, so I'm just having a look. It could be a pedestrian, so if the radar goes off, it's worth having a look rather than continuing. So we'll begin to ease back. I'm fairly happy with what we see now. So I'm keeping my eyes moving, especially out the back end of the car. I'm coming just over halfway out of the parking space. I'm going to put about a quarter turn on. It could be different in the car you're driving, and then when the nose is almost clear of the car on the right, I'm going to put the rest of the turn on. Again, keeping an eye on what's going on behind me. I'm going to come round to about 45 degrees across the car park and end with my wheels straight. Foot firmly on the brake and select drive. Look all the way around. Looks good. And then we're going to smoothly move away and we'll make our way to the exit. I see a vehicle reversing down there on the right, so I'm just keeping an eye on that. So we've got nobody currently behind us, no dogs or pedestrians running around, so they're just changing direction. So I'm just being patient. There they go, they're making progress. I'm already looking to my extreme right to see if I can spot anybody leaving that roundabout. Now we are going to plan to turn right, so that will be the fourth exit in this instance. So again, I'm keeping to the left. So it is narrow, and ideally I don't want to share this with anybody, but it's possible if the other person behaves. Now I'm going right, so I'm going to stay to the right of my lane as I approach the roundabout. Now I can see a vehicle coming from my right, but there's nobody following him immediately. So I'm going to into the roundabout. We've got the right signal on. So that's number one we've passed. That's number two on the left where the red car is. There's number three. So as I pass number three, checking the left mirror, signal down for left, slide across to the left, pushing the car into the middle of the lane on the way out. As we straighten up, if the signal doesn't cancel, I'll reach down and cancel it myself, but I'm not going to struggle for it on the way out. So I'm just generally checking my position, and what's behind me all looks clear.